Brothers, welcome back to Territorial IO. We are starting off today here in a 24-person teams battle here in the good old US of A. We did pick a spot right next to our bots. Unfortunately, Otan over there did come in at the last second, so that will be somebody we have to compete with right away. I picked this spot basically because these are the only bots in this neck of the woods, and this was a little bit farther away from the rest of the players. Hoping that we wouldn't have to fight early battles right away, we could get some sneaky strength and kind of project our way out. Now that's been ruined by these two players over here, but that is not a concern of ours. We'll just play our game and see what comes of it. You know, just have a little fun. That's always what these games are about. And, you know, we have still a pretty good chance of doing some good news as we have complete access to the west, where the other players are kind of locked in a little bit more. They'll have to fight some stronger bots in order to get out. And we can kind of fight those bots as well to kind of ruin their chances. We do need to take out these two green bots right away, though, as we do get an early crown, which is good for us. We are stronger than our two neighbors, so that is very good for us. And maintaining that strength is going to be incredibly important. So let's try and focus our way out ever so slightly. We don't want to necessarily sacrifice land or troops, but positioning ourselves is going to be very, very important. Now, Joy is going to be a bot that we need to get through, and this is a great bot as well. Let's keep going through Joy because we do want to cut off our yellow bot from here. From cutting... Oh, unfortunately, one of our players on our team is gone. That is a darn shame. We will carry on without him. Terra Nova's offering us a truce. I will accept it. We still have some bots to get through down here, and do that we will. There is a lot of great opportunities still on the table. Roman Invicta has been having to fight this bot over here, so he hasn't had the opportunity to clear this section of the board. Now we are playing a slightly dangerous game because we're putting ourselves quite in the middle, touching a lot of players, but there's just free land to get, and free land I'm not going to just leave on the table, especially when Roma Invicta over here has just completely lost all of his troops in the battle with the bot. So let's really push into him, make sure that that's refed, and that we can get as much of this land as not quite everybody's recognized what's going on, where we're going to be able to benefit a lot from all of this land. So we do knock out that player, we do get a little bit more free land, and now we just need to relax here because we're the only yellow player on the board. This is a very dangerous situation for us. We're going to need a lot of truces in order to get this done. Otan over here has left. Let's go ahead and capture all of his land. Move over into Google as well. Try and outgrow our problems. This is, again, very dangerous because we don't have the troops to really support this strategy. But if we can get away with it for just a little bit, this is going to pay absolute dividends. Terra Nova is wanting to be our friend. Let's give him the heart and say, yeah, buddy, we're in this together. Let's give you the... Oh, you're getting a troop. You're absolutely getting obliterated. This is a little bit concerning because there's two purple players that are going to be on our borders that are going to be quite troublemakers for us. We're going to need this land right here as he has attacked us. I think he's signaling, hey, I wanted you to help me and there's nothing I can do. Let's take out this guy right away, or at least see if we can. We do have 90,000 pixels, but these guys are awfully strong and I do not want them to get any stronger. So if we can prevent them from getting stronger, yes, I will take a truce with you as well. We just need to slow down their strength while increasing our strength. That's at least the goal here. So I'm not exactly trying to take this man out. I'm just trying to inspire others to maybe attack him, like these two over here. So building up our strength, we'll just kind of do the best we can to survive. We'll keep an eye on Jojo over here because if he starts to kind of whittle down the Iceland army, we can quickly take up all of their territory as well. So, but our biggest focus right now is on the Magenta team and what they are going to do. So we'll just continue to keep saving up. Player 7-1 or 5-1 is going to be potentially our biggest challenge. Jojo does look like he's getting attacked from Terra Nova and the Iceland army, so at least these guys are all distracted over here, but he looks like he's going down rather quickly. I am going to focus all my strength on capturing land and seeing what I can do here. As the Scion player has joined in, you have absolutely full sense, so let's grab all of your land really quickly and dramatically increase our strength from this. We'll go into Jojo as well, just to play, you know, with fire a little bit, touching another player's borders, but we are incredibly strong. It will take the entire world to take us down, and as long as we have one person really on our side, I don't think that's something we necessarily need to worry about, as we have become incredibly strong with 160,000 pixels, and we are still at red interest, so we're going to attack this player over here, who's a little bit weak that we can get land from rather quickly, and just kind of do shock and awe tactics, and hopefully that will carry us through. Now, looking at what is our next threat, it's the white team. They're the strongest team with two players left, but these two are fighting each other. I'm actually going to go into this guy who's got a ton of land, but not a lot of troops, and take that out as well. Really kind of securing our victory as now we have 24 million troops. We'll take out this blue player right here and start to whittle away down. We might become pseudo allies with the with the white team, as they've been nothing but friendly to us, and we'll take out the blue team to kind of end things off. But a dramatic victory for us, the only player on our team. We were able to carry through with such a strong start and tactical moves. So as we start to wrap things up here, an Android user does become a bot. I was going to peace with you. We're gonna give this man a heart and say, don't worry, brother, we're on your side, and look for the peace here. So as we do start to wrap things up, I just want to say, oh, no, actually, this video's only been 5 minutes, so we will go on to the next game. So we'll look for the peace here, and there we go. So kissy face for the boys on our way out. On to the next one. All right, next map up is going to be a little action here in the mountains with 20 players. Full sitting against humans is disabled. Let's try and find a spot for ourselves over here in the east. This might be a little bit better of a spot to get all of this area rather than fight for this. There is a player that spawned right below me. Let's see if we can actually chase him off. I really don't want to have to fight somebody for this spot. It's not that good. We are able to chase him off, so we do only have a player to the south and a player to the north of us. A lot better position than what we started with, that's for sure. So let's really focus in on our growth patterns, making sure that we are strong, and see if either the player above us or below us is a little bit weak that we can take out quickly. Now, in this game mode, I never have a problem getting the crown, but with game modes that have less players, the issue isn't necessarily getting the crown and then having strength, it's holding on to it, because in a smaller map, people gravitate to attack the person who first has the crown and will just kind of really hold on to the idea that they need to take out the crown, even though they're clearly feeding power to like another crown that's going to quickly destroy them. They just really latch onto the idea that I'm attacking this one person and I'm just not going to stop until that person dies. Now, we kind of picked a good spot for ourselves for that situation, because it's going to be hard for more than 2 people to gang up against us. Now, we are accessible by the sea, but however, it's very easy for us to kick those people off. And if you're in a situation where you are fighting multiple enemies, the best thing you can do is just make sure that if someone does try and boat into you, you just quickly boat them off, because fighting 2 players is always going to be better than fighting 1. So we do get the crown for ourselves, and potentially will be in the situation that we talked about, but we are being very cautious with our troops. We do have the Tyanka player over there who has a little bit more troops than us, but the player above us does not. Now, Tyanka is going to have to boat over into us. Steel Belt Empire is struggling down there. He only has 11,000 troops. So not much of a contender down there, but we do want to make sure to rob him of any good bots that he could potentially grow into, as well as grab this island over here because, hey, it's free land. We can get it. Why not? So he does offer us a truce. No. Let's take him out right now, prevent him from being able to go into us. And if we can get him out in one clean blow, that's going to be very good for us, because then we only have one person that we directly have borders with. We are yielding that island to above us, but grabbing this land is going to be much more valuable for us. We do so at a relative discount, as we still remain stronger than the player above us in doing so. So overall, a pretty net benefit for us. So we'll just sit back, building up our troops, biding our time, and looking for the good opportunity to go into. So there does seem to be a lot of drama happening over in the west. That is a potential that we could now go into Tyanka, but the north is a little bit divided as well. My biggest issue is going over in the west. Actually, do I want that truce? Yeah, let's go ahead and accept it. Going over the west, my issue is players 624 and Hey are both going to be very strong. Those are going to be the 2 players at the end, and I'm going to have to take out one of them rather quickly if I'm going to move over into the west, because sitting back and doing nothing and hoping that one won't attack me is not going to be an issue. So we'll just continue to build up our strength, so eventually we can go over in the west. Having this one player in the north is going to be actually pretty good for us, because he's a stopgate for all the other players at a million count. That's pretty good for us. We'll go ahead and accept the truce with you. There's no way you're going to be able to come down and attack us. That truce is not going to do a lot, but hey, if he wants it, we want it. That's fine. So we'll just kind of wait for an opportunity. Tyanka's going into Geo pretty heavily, and I think at this point it is our time to strike. So let's go ahead and send a boat over there and start working him down. Hopefully 611 won't attack us, but I did see the player above him did attack him, so there might be a little bit of beef there. Unfortunately, player 611 does leave right as we start this attack and has become a bot. So we'll go ahead and really focus in on Tyanka over here, just making sure that he is weak and we are strong. Player 611 does have a number of players he can go into besides us, and we can tank his attacks, but taking out an active player I feel like is more important, especially while this active player has so much troops. So we will take him out of the game and then kind of focus in on what we do next. In fact, let's go ahead and take out Hey. Hay's the 4th strongest player. Yeah, and he only has 2 million troops. This is the time to strike, is to get this land early before anybody else has time to build up. Because if these two, 624 and Hey, had the opportunity to build up, they would both attack me. and that is something that we cannot have. So Hay goes down, and we get the bot and Hay out of here very quickly. So a big coup for us. Now players can attack us right now. Let's try and secure an alliance with you and kind of get the same deal we had with the player above us before he left. And just being, hey, you're our one stronghold. He does agree to be that. So, oh, and he immediately leaves. Okay, so dangerous situation here, as Wasachi is going to become a huge issue. And if we touch borders with him and player 624 at the same time, that is going to be a huge, huge issue for us. As Wasachi is just dealing with bots at the moment, and we can't directly attack him, but we are at red interest. So let's go into 624. Let's try and take him out prior to touching borders with Wasachi. Now, I understand that the only thing standing between me and Wasachi is a bot, but I do feel like at least getting one of these players down, preventing the gang up, is going to be the way to go. So I'm going to not help Wasachi out with that bot for as long as possible, but now that he's below 300,000, I'm just going to grab the free land and just keep pushing into 624. Now, 624 and Wasachi do have a combined strength of about 18 million troops, where we have 19 million. Now, that is not an advantage that's going to last very long, and unfortunately, the Dots player has joined in on this as well. But keeping 624 down and hoping that Wasachi is going to be passive, for at least for the time being, is a strategy that can work, and that's the only thing that we're really banking on. If we turn tail and let's start attacking Wasachi right now, even though he's not attacking us, then we guarantee that he's going to attack us. So we just need to be patient and just kind of hope this strategy works. We've gotten 624 down to the point where I think others will attack him, and Dots does give him an attack. So that worked out really well. We are sitting at about 30 million troops, and taking 624 out will then free us to kind of either take out Wasachi or the Dots player. Either or is going to be a winning strategy for us, as we now have complete control of the board. I'm going to take out Dots because he did attack me first, and maybe we can piece with Wasachi. We'll see. We're already piecing out with one player, and he never really offered us a truce, so I'm not necessarily worthy. Okay, he does attack us, so he makes that choice for us simple. So let's just go into him, give some big attacks, because he's the last player on the board that we can attack. So he does become a bot. He's down to 3 million troops. So there we go. We wrap up the game by being ultra aggressive, attacking people before they have the opportunity to attack us. The only other players left are the players that we can't attack. So as we start to wrap things up, I just want to say thank you guys so much for watching, especially if you made this far in the episode. If you have made this far in the episode, hey, give it a thumbs up. Really helps out a lot. If you're new around here, subscribe for more. I put up videos every day. But boys, I will see you in the next one.